What's going on, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in the building, and guess what? We're doing the high school thing. We're back at it. We're going to have some more exit type interviews because you know what? We started with the season. We said how we're going to see how the season went. I have one of my guys, Mr. Ethan Fry, one of my quarterbacks who was turning up this season, had some aspirations of what he was going to do, and man, he blew up his senior season like no other. So, without a further ado, I'm gonna let him introduce yourself, and then we'll jump right into it. So how you doing, Mr. Ethan Fry? Let everybody give a little bit of background about yourself, height, weight, and where you're hailing at right now, and kind of a little background about you.
Ethan Fry. I'm 6'3", 190 pounds. Play quarterback at Fredonia High School right now. Also play point guard for our basketball team. Looking to further my education at a college. Get some more like experience. Really just travel,
All right.
play some college football.
Okay, so we already talked about the college football thing. So let's talk about the interesting story because when we first interviewed you, you were playing receiver. You were an all-state, I believe, receiver. Had 37 catches. I had 9 touchdowns. You were turning up, but you had a quarterback ahead of you. But when we had did the interview, you said you were a quarterback by nature. You kind of just, did your thing. You did it for the team. The quarterback was pretty good. He went on. So you jumped in there after coming from Texas into New York into your senior season back at QB. And let me just give the little people, the folks, what you did over there. 2,700 yards passing, 617 yards rushing, 35 total TDs. First team All State, first team All-WNY, league MVP. Come on, dog. Talk to me a little bit about that. Transition going back to receiver and quarterback, and then let's talk about the season you had.
Um, Obviously Nick Whitfield, he was our quarterback. I mean, he taught me a whole lot my junior year because I still worked with the quarterbacks in our offensive endies when we'd split in the groups. I'd work with them once, twice a week, and like I say, now playing Division 1 football, he's up for the starting job his sophomore year. Like, so it was good for me to sit behind him for a year because it helped me learn a lot and going in a chance to repeat our success that we had last year because we were losing him. But we didn't really lose anything. We just reloaded because I came in and I grinded. We just had a phenomenal run. I mean, you listed off the stats. Like I led the section in passing yards. I led the section in rushing yards for quarterbacks. I did the second most. Like you said, I won league MVP. I had offensive player of the year for our league. I won offensive player of the year for playoffs. Made first team All State, first team woman. I also was a Conley Cup finalist. That's for the 10 best players in New York. So I made that. I was the first. I'm only one of three people in Western New York, first team All State, and make a Conley Cup list. It hasn't been done since 2000, 2010. So I feel like I did pretty good for myself for repeat the success that Nick Whitfield had.
Yeah, I love it. You feel me? Because a lot of people, you were saying that a lot of people were saying, oh, he's gone. We don't know if what's gonna happen. You got no. I remember you saying when we had the first interview, we're just reloading. You liked your offense because we're gonna talk a little bit about that right quick. Because you said how you liked your offense. Your offense was like a college style offense already, a pro style type offense where you were getting the ball out quick. You were looking for opportunities. You were attacking the defense in multiple plays. Let's talk about that because do you think that kind of attributed to your success going transitioning back to quarterback when you had this kind of year that you did?
100%. Our offense, it's just based to make the defense pay. The defense is always wrong. Whatever they want to stop because they were receiving core amazing running back. So if they didn't want to have 500 yards dropped on them passing, they're going to get 300 yards rushed on them for there was no way you could sunk 500 on you passing. If you wanted to attempt to stop our pass game, we were going for 300 on you rushing. it was more like pick your poison because we had the best O-line. I think our whole line can squat over like 350. They're all flexible. They can all do the splits. Like they all bench over 270. Definitely the center point of that offense. And like you said, it's a very college style offense. We're on the ball. Like we do a lot of no huddle. Like we have our play card and like we're on the ball. There was one game we played our crosstown rivals.
Mm-hmm.
I think 3 drives in a row we went 80 yards, scored on less than a minute. 3 is meant to score fast, score quick, and like just absolutely demolish a defense. Like if you even have a defense on their heels every single play, don't let them get set up. Like it
Yeah, I mean, I was watching it, and it was funny because I was just watching how it's folks. Listen, he's a dual threat, like you said. 617 yards is no chopped liver for a quarterback rushing the ball as well as throwing. So and then I think you had a couple games, or at least one game I seen where you won the game on a run, a last second run. You kind of ran through the line of scrimmage, ran for like over 50 people were trailing. You ran 50, 60 yards, ran for the touchdown. So talk about kind of your dual threat, what you kind of feel like you offer to a school, and let's talk about that. Do you think that's one of your biggest assets that you offer a prospective college when you're going into school?
Oh, definitely. Obviously, as a quarterback, you like your quarterback not to run a lot, like just for like a step back and get out and like extend plays and make plays for themselves. Like that's huge because there'd be times where the defense like I could sit in the pocket all day if I wanted to for yourself, and like I feel like defenses forgot that I played receiver my junior year, so I got some wheels to me, so it definitely helped our offense. And then you got to worry about me running too. Like it's hard to stop that because if you're not worried about me running, then and you don't have a spy on me, I'm gonna go for 100 yards rushing. That just opens up the defense even more space for you to throw and everything. So I feel like for colleges, like I can really do it all. Like I can sit and be a pocket pass big plays. Like you said, like I can break off for a 60-yard run, but I can also lead a 90-yard drive for a touchdown staying in the pocket. Like I really whatever a college needs me to do, I feel like I can do.
Nice, nice. Now, you're in New York currently, and obviously you hail from Texas. What's your kind of thoughts? Is it does demographic really matter to you right now as far as where you like to go to school?
I just want to go play football. Like that as growing up as a little, and that's just what I want to do. I love playing football. Like I eat, breathe, sleep football. Like it's all I think about. So really anywhere. I just.
I feel you. I feel you 100%. And so let's talk. You got to the state championship. Am I correct on that? You lost in the state championship game. Am I correct in that one?
Championship. So it's like 2 games before state.
Okay, okay. So, but let's talk about that run because I mean, y'all made kind of improv. Y'all was just coming through teams. You were winning on last second games. You know what I'm saying? Last second throws. I'm like, dog, this kind of run is magical. I seen some of your teammates. They had some nice numbers as well. So, talk about going out your senior season. The maybe the friendships you're probably maybe might be losing, might be seeing not seeing some of the guys. But how talk about how just that emotional, what was the emotions like, once the season was over, when you finally knew it was over?
It was heartbreaking. Obviously, we went to the sectional title back-to-back years. Unfortunately, we lost both. It was just a complete blizzard. We got absolutely demolished. I think it was like 58-6 was the final score. Like we got absolutely demolished. Got to make it back to the stadium. Like it's a redemption tour. Like we gotta rebuild a name for Fredonia football. Like we can't go out like that. And we actually had the chance at Medina to go to the stadium, and that we won last second throw. I threw a game winning pass to Davion White. One of them. That was honestly like that was probably the best feeling in the world, just beating them, because they ended our season last year, and going into the stadium, like we'd win it, and we were down 22-6 with like 2-3 minutes left. We came back. It was 22-20, and we actually tied the illegal block on one of the linemen and took it away from us. So it was a questionable call, to say the least. But, I kind of just sat on the sideline because we played in the Bill Stadium. That was a very surreal feeling.
Right.
To play Thursday night, under the lights, packed out in there. Like, it was really surreal being in the center of attention there. So I just sat there and just soaked it all in, because I knew that'd be the last time I ever wore a high school uniform. And years were definitely falling, because that's the last time you get to play with your brothers. I mean, like you grow up with these guys, you build bonds and friendships that last forever, and play a very emotional time, because we definitely didn't want it then, because if we made it out the section, there was no doubt in our minds that we were winning the state, and unfortunately we fell short. So it was hard.
I trust me. I get it. I mean, I remember when I played and we didn't go like deep in the playoffs, but I mean, we went to a second round. A lot of people didn't think we were going to get there, and then we lost. We should have won the game. It's always tough when you feel like you should have won the game and you lost, and then you just look on the court and you just like, dang, it's over. Like, this the last time I'm looking at it. But the good thing is we know that you're going to hit that next level, and we're just looking forward to that. So let's talk about, what's some of the strengths and what's some of the things you want to feel like you want to work on heading into college. What do you feel like some of the strengths that you offer to a team or a prospective college right now? And what position do you want to stay at the quarterback position solely? We know you play receiver and you are great at that as well. We saw what you were. You say you're a quarterback by nature, and you showed it this past season. Kind of what's your thoughts on that? And, what are your kind of strengths do you offer a team right now?
I would definitely prefer to play quarterback, just because that I love playing kid back there, and honestly, that's what football is all about, just having fun and enjoying the game. But I also enjoy playing a lot of other positions. Like I'm marketing myself as an athlete. If they want me to come play receiver, I'll come dominate at receiver. They want me to come play safety, I'll dominate at safety. Like it doesn't really matter what position I play. I kind of just want to play football. But so I'm gonna pick up track after basketball season, just get ready for college, work on my speed a little bit. Like I'm not a slow guy, but I can definitely be fast, stronger, bigger. And then another thing, like I definitely got to work on my footwork in the pocket a little bit better, because sometimes I get happy feet a little bit. I don't stay back there long enough. So your season that I did have, there's definitely room to improve, and that's exactly what we're focusing on this off season. Just getting out those nooks and crannies, so we're ready to play college football.
Nice. Now, well, I see right now you're playing for your high school basketball team. People need to check out those highlights as well. He's got a nice little game over there playing the point guard position with good size. Now, are you ever thinking about playing dual sports in college, or are you solely focusing, excuse me, I got it out now, on the sport of football?
Honestly, well, like in college, but the senior season, like the run we're having, like a couple people have been like talking to me about it, like just close friends and like adults like around you interested in like maybe picking it up in the off season of football. But I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of just focused on trying to find a home for football. If basketball comes and like I decide, I mean, I'm not gonna forget how to play basketball overnight.
Right,
Like
right,
got
right, right.
certified buckets. So I mean, like, if I want to go play basketball, I can go play basketball. But right now,
Well, there it is. Okay. So you said you just want to play anywhere. All right. So are you, I, would you prefer like warm weather? Because obviously from Texas, now you've been in New York. Do you want to go to more of a warm weather kind of area?
100%. I hate the snow. I hate the cold. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of going outside, seeing 3 feet of snow, and being negative
But it wasn't
degrees.
that bad out there
Like
this year though, Ethan. But it wasn't that bad. It did it even snow out there? Like well, it wasn't crazy this year, was it?
storms, but like it's been cold. Like the looks are deceiving. Like there might not be any snow on the ground, but it is cold out here. Western New York, like it'll go from 60 degrees one day, two days later, it's like -5. It's like, come on now, make up your mind. Like, am I going to be able to wear shorts this week, or am I, puffer jacket? And so I'm definitely looking forward to some like consistency in the weather. So I'd rather go somewhere warm.
All right. Well, y'all colleges heard it. You feel me? He'll play the cold weather, do anything. But guess what? If we get some warm weather spots, hit them up. Come on down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so before we kind of head off here, what kind of shout outs do you want to give? Some thanks that you want to give as you kind of head out as your senior year, finishing off basketball as well. Going to jump in track, like you said. Got any special thank outs, special shout outs to anyone, anybody? For helping you along the way in this fantastic senior season and this fantastic career you ended in high school.
First off, I just want to shout out to my mom. I mean, like, I absolutely couldn't be here without her. She supports me through everything. Staff, especially Coach Justin and Coach Jordan, Coach Chad Mason too. He's our strength and conditioning coach. He helped me grow leaps and bounds this off season before, and like I was getting stronger and like more athletic and stuff, but like, he really brought my game to a whole nother level. He helped me with my running form, got me faster, helped me with all my like squat, bench, a lot bigger than I was. He really prepared me for like camps this year and like just the season in general. And then my coaches, Coach Jordan, Coach Justin, like takes me all around to camps and like to like recruits and all that stuff. So they help so much. They help me push my product on Twitter, and they run Pro Scout Digital, so they help me, get film out there, and they just all around like really support me and really want to see me succeed. So I definitely appreciate them for that. So big thanks to them.
And I want to give a shout out to them as well because they were 100% correct in what you said. They really did push you. A lot more athletes need to find out about them and what they do because they are fully 100% supportive. They get your film out there like no other. Really great highlights, really good breakdowns on their film. So any kind of high school athletes, I don't know if they do it for everybody, but if they do, definitely you need to find out about them because I really like how they set up the athletes. They really focus on them and they really show and highlight a lot of good highlights, the numbers, things of that nature. And, even when I was, retweeting what I saw of them, they would double retweet it. They would like it. You know what I mean? And that's good to see support like that, especially if you're a high school athlete. When you're seeing, a company or coaches do that for you, it kind of gives you an extra umph to, want to be great. So, give big shout outs to them and what they're doing. And I hope a lot of other athletes find out who they are so they can really continue to grow what they do because I like what they do for the athletes. So, hey, man, I just want to appreciate you. Number one, Ethan, coming out here again. Obviously, we're going to be checking you out as you finish out your run in basketball. That's nice. We want to see you get to states, get the title, get all that good stuff, turn up in there so you can keep on showing your name. Colleges, please find out about Ethan Fry. He said a dual athlete. Go check out his tape. His tape is crazy, dog. Like, if you see what he did at receiver and you come back and see what he did as quarterback, because he said, I'm a quarterback nature, just go back and just watch the tape, dog. The man is a phenomenal player, phenomenal athlete, good size, got a lot of things to offer for you. So, colleges, find out about Ethan Fry ASAP. So, for myself, Big Game James, Mr. Ethan Fry, go check out the tape. High school athletes, one more time. We out of here. Peace.